Alright, well hey, today we're going to go ahead and turn these wine boxes I was given recently into some wood duck boxes. Alright, now right now, these boxes, they're about 10 inches by 14.5 inches deep by 15 inches tall. Now typically I make them about 7 inches taller than this for the inside body there. But I'm just going to go ahead and run it this way because it'll still have the same amount of interior down here for them. Now let's go ahead and disassemble this thing and turn it into a wood duck box. They just got hinges on them and they got these little trays. I'm going to go ahead and take those, set those to the side. Alright, we're just unscrewing the back of this board. Take it off. Save those screws for putting her back together. Take that other box. You're just going to want to pop this door off. Alright, and that should do for that one. Alright, after you finish taking the bottom off the one and top off the other, you can just slap them together. Now it's pretty easy for opening and maintaining. So I'm just going to take this wood glue, shoot a thin bead right across this guy, touch together, and clamp it for 30 minutes, and then I'll go ahead and finish doing the rest of it. Make sure you orientate the way you want it to be on there. Line it up. Alright, now you want to take a damp wet paper towel and clean up all that excess. Then you're just going to let her sit for 30 minutes. Now while we're letting this glue set here, we're going to go and take the two boards, the face cover and the bottom panel, and we're going to turn these two into a roof for the wood duck box for 9.5. Something convenient about having two boards, you got a straight edge. Hearing protection, always important, even while not duck hunting. Now on those edges, they're probably going to be kind of sharp. Just take a sanding block real quick. Just make it so it's safe later on when you're touching that edge. Alright, so there's our two boards. So it's been about 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take it off, cut a hole, and she'll be good to go onto a tree somewhere. Now for a hole on a wood duck box, you want it about 4.5 by 3.5. Doesn't have to be exactly that, but 4.5 by 3.5. Of course, it's not exact, so just something like that. Alright, and there's a little hole for them to get in. I'll go ahead and just sand up the edges on the outside here just a little bit, just to make it smoother for it to climb in and out. Just for a little extra, I'm going to take these guys, stick them on the roof here, just so that I really fill up that seal there. Alright, so those two boards I previously had made to stick on the back, I actually put them on the back. And I completely finished the project, but then after I went to sleep last night, I was thinking about it, and you don't actually need to put boards in the back like I previously was planning. I'm actually just going to take these two boards and place them on the roof, like so, just for better water protection from any water getting in there, and to give it a little ledge for any anything coming into the hole. Maybe put a little more shadow on it so the hole isn't so obvious, so just ducks when they're exploring can find it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and screw these on the top, and then the project will be finished. And then the way to mount it to a tree will just simply be, you open the door and screw it to the tree, because it's more than enough room, and stick a drill and some screws in there. Then you can just stick the screws in through the body just like that, and you don't have to worry about it, and it'll be a less profile. There's more areas you can stick this box versus having that big board, so you can stick screws in there. Just gonna put this guy so it hangs just a little bit, and you're gonna put screws on 3 points. You don't wanna land it on the door unless your screw is short enough. Then you can do the 4 points. All right, so that's pretty much finished. Just one last thing is to make a little lock here. Drill a pilot hole. Drilling the pilot hole because this is going to be a screw that you take in and out, and you don't want to end up splintering the wood or anything. And that right there is a functioning wood duck box. Opens up, stick the shavings in there a couple inches, shut it up, lock it, and they'll have a nice little home to go to. And you just repurposed that wine box into a wood duck box. In case any of you have the same issue. Mine had a little hole here where the old roof used to lay because of this extra board. And so the old roof, kind of like right here, this slit is right here. And so all I did was just take an extra piece of those wine dividers and stick it in there. I'm just a little unsure how the ducks are gonna react to all this marking, so I was just thinking, take my torch, burn it a little bit, make it look more natural out there in the woods. I think that looks pretty good. That's a finished wood duck box right there. I chose to go ahead and burn it versus painting it because painting has a lot of chemicals and stuff, just to make them more comfortable and to make it look more natural in the area so people aren't spotting it as much either. All right, well, let's go ahead and get it out there in the woods.
We don't come back here very much. We're always on the other side of that tree that fell down, and the birds know that, and they feel safe right about here.
Big old goose track.
Oh, holy cow.
Look at the size of that thing by my hand.
That's a goose track.
Something like that, that'd be pretty good.
That would be pretty good for me,
Yeah, let's go to the door.
I don't want to toss it.
Oh yeah, making a bed in there.
Yeah, if I was a wood duck, this is where I'd want to be. Just a tiny bit more.
Just a touch. See what that thing does now.